Today we have with us Mr. Rachit Ahuja, a self-made entrepreneur. Welcome to the show, Rachit.
Thanks, Imavan. It's a pleasure to be here.
So, Rachit, tell me something about your business project.
Okay. We are a B2B SaaS business management software for retail laundries. And by retail laundry, I mean your neighborhood dry cleaning or laundry store where you give your clothes for dry cleaning or laundry. So, laundry is one of the essential services, but it is often neglected. There's no glamour to it. But then it is like, it is the need for every human being, clean clothes. So we built business management software for this industry. The name of the company is Quick Dry Cleaning Software. We call it QDC. And we have users in 50 plus countries. And within India, we have users in more than 70 plus cities. And I couldn't believe when I started off that we'll reach out to tier 3 or tier 4 cities in India. Never thought that software will be demanded by those people at those strata. But yeah, we are there.
All right, that's great. So, Rachit, what made you choose this business?
Okay. So I come from a family of dry cleaners. I'm a third generation dry cleaner in my family. And,
Wow.
Once I was having a chat with my father, and by education, I'm a master's in computer applications. So it is about 2009, 2008, 2009 that I was having a conversation with my father. While growing up, I never looked upon this business like the other general public, never really looked, highly of this business, dry cleaning. So I was just having this chat and I was sharing my experiences with my father, like how good the IT industry is, how we operate. It is so different from the laundry segment where operations are still manual, at least in India. And you got to deal with labor which is not so educated. So very candidly, my father said, it's very easy to criticize something or, look down upon something, but very difficult to make it the way you really want it to be. So you also mentioned, like, if you want to change it, go ahead, take up the challenge and change it, but don't criticize. So I took it as a challenge and I thought, I am whatever I am or I was at that point in time, it's because of this business only. This was my father, depended on this business to feed us. So I thought, he was right. If we are not happy with something, we should have guts to change it. So that was the starting point. And then I started looking into this, like what is the problem? How can we really make it exciting? And then, I figured out that there is no one else who is working on this. And there are a lot of problems, primarily because of the nature of the operations that we do. Very human dependent, not so educated labor, things being done manually. So I picked it up and I thought, okay, every big challenge gives you a bigger opportunity. So we just took it up. And 2010, we started off our company.
That's brilliant. Congrats to you.
Thank you.
So, what was your mission when you started?
Right. For any kind of business in the world, there are 3 pillars on which a business stands. It's the business entity, the owner, the employee who actually work behind the scene, and the customers. So I thought, like, if we are able to take care of these 3 pillars, then on this foundation, a sustainable, successful business can be built. So we thought, let's give customers an unprecedented shopping experience, which is like, when you as a customer or anybody, goes to a supermarket, they have a different level of expectation. When they're kind of hiring a cab or shopping through Amazon, they have a very different kind of expectation. But then when they enter into a laundry or a dry cleaning store, their expectation is very different. We wanted to change that perception and we wanted to give that unprecedented experience, that tech-enabled, that's something which can give convenience and comfort to them. And if customers are happy, they would come back to you again and again. So that was one aspect. Another is like the team. People are, in the operations, not at the back end for a dry cleaner. These are the people who are not very, computer educated and not really respected lot of section of the society. So you wanted to give them some skill. You want to improve their day-to-day life. So when they come to work, it has to be fun that they should enjoy. And also add a skill to them so that they're respected. So we wanted to create a better working environment for them. And the third thing is to make business scalable so that business entity can make a lot of money and improve their work-life balance. So the mission was to improve life and experience for these 3 aspects, these 3 people of any dry cleaning and laundry business entity.
So, Rachit, how did you promote your business?
All right, so when we started, 10 years back, startup culture wasn't there. There wasn't any ecosystem. And SaaS particularly was not a category which was trending a lot. And there wasn't even social media. Facebook had just started,
Right.
Instagram wasn't even born. But I read somewhere in some blog that internet marketing is going to be the future for businesses. And there have been days when we did not have money to pay our salaries, but there hasn't been a day where we did not put our effort into internet marketing since then. Initially, there wasn't really a lot of traction onto it, but slowly and steadily, as the environment changed, as new companies came in, this culture of paying for subscription of softwares, started coming into India. And also during that period, through internet marketing, we managed to sell outside India as well. So ever since, internet marketing is our number one go-to channel for customer acquisition. Apart from that, we always believed in making sure, since we were a software selling to an industry which wasn't very adaptive to the software, we really had to put in a lot of effort in making the people understand on how to run it. So during that process, we built very strong relationship with our customers. So we got a lot of reference, and we till date also we keep getting, because if you do good work, then people don't mind sharing your name with other people.
Absolutely.
So we get a lot of referrals, and apart from that, there are industry exhibitions there we participate. Whenever there is a chance of interaction, speaking to people, changing ideas that way. So we are kind of building up the, building up the forums in India and also abroad, various social media groups where we are able to exchange ideas and promote our name. So primarily internet, and then very important customer referrals.
What has been your biggest setback in this business?
Well, it has to be the talk of the town, COVID. There have been many, to be very honest, because the journey hasn't been very easy for us. But the way COVID has impacted the world and our business, I think it has to be COVID. People are not going out. There aren't enough clothes for which people are going out and giving it to laundries. So this has been, and the impact has been global. So like, for example, India is under lockdown, but Dubai is not. But even our customers in Dubai are not reporting a lot of business because there is a fear which is going through people's mind. So people are not going out, clothes are not getting dirtier. That has been one major impact for the industry, particularly for the global industry, I would say.
Right.
Though to us, it is like a subscription-based business. People who are using us are continue to pay us. So financial loss is something for us which is bearable, and we are able to see through this period. But then for the industry per se, the time has not really been too good.
What do you attribute your success to?
3 factors: hard work, team, and mentors, in that order. I think an entrepreneur, goes through a lot of different challenges, and sometimes they feel alone. You can't really have a lot of people where you can share your, inner demons and dilemmas. But then you have to, continue going through it. It's your decision, so you got to own it. And then there are highs and lows. I think so. So the hard work and the dedication that is required is of immense value. If it isn't there, you won't be able to continue. So for me, that has worked. 1. 2 is the team. It's the main component. If you've got a good team and you build that team, then you can conquer, anything. You can climb any mountain. You can win any battle or a war. So it goes to the team. Leader plays a role, but it's about the team. And the third one is the mentor. Immense value if you're able to find a mentor early in your journey, and mentor guide you properly, and you're able to make those decisions. In the end, it falls on you, whether it's a good decision or a bad. But you need somebody to consult with, somebody who's walked the path before and who can tell you, how should you operate, what should you concentrate on. So yeah, these 3 aspects.
Right, mentor is important.
Absolutely.
So what do you look for in a candidate when you're hiring?
Okay, it basically is intent to learn, perform, and achieve success. Environment is changing, There's a pre-COVID world, there's a post-COVID world. Sometimes it's demonetization, sometimes it is something else. And then when you're operating in different geographies, you have to take into account all the economic variables happening in so many different geographies. So I think adaptation is the key here. So when I interview somebody or I propose somebody to join my team, it's the best thing is like not what you know, is your ability to learn new things. So if you have that intent to learn, that is of the primary importance. But you keep learning, but you don't apply, then it is of no good use. So you got to learn, apply, fail, evolve. And then it is your hunger to be successful. Because that cannot be generated, that cannot be taught. It is like an inherent thing to your being. What do you want to achieve in life? If you are committed to yourself and you are committed to achieve your dreams, then probably that's the best state to be in. So these are the three main factors that I look out for when I am speaking to anybody with the possibility of working together.
So Rachit, my last question to you. If you had one piece of advice to give to someone who is starting a new business, what would it be?
All right. So according to me, team is the main component or the reason behind success of any business venture. So concentrate on building your team. Select, pull out the right people for the job. They can work with you for a longer period of time. And that will be the main constituent for your success. And always concentrate on solving a high value problem that can impact the lives of majority of people. That gives you scalability. So right team and focusing on solving the right problem is going to be the key factor for your success.
Rachit, thank you so much for your time and coming to the show and for your valuable thoughts.
Thanks, Imam. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.